honey, it's great to have you here. Welcome. Thanks for joining. We have a few watchers. Thank you for joining me this morning. I'm using up my gift certificates for coffee at Caribou. Thank you to all of my downline members and family and friends that gave me gift cards over the holidays and for my birthday. I really appreciate it. It's just such a treat. Good morning. Hi, Yvonne. Hi, Kimberly and Lynette, Linda and Karen. Welcome. Good to see you all. You have joined a Stamp and Chat with Kay. This is a Facebook Live, and I do these a couple times a week. I usually make one card. Well, I make two cards because those are the giveaway cards that I do in a couple of days. I feel like I'm crooked, but maybe it's just my imagination. I can't tell if it's my camera or my iPad. Yes, thank you for sharing. My goal is to give away 2 yards to each winner of the mini striped Bermuda Bay ribbon. Let me see if I can fix my camera. There we go. Hello, hello. Oh, goodness. All right, well, I think I'm going to go ahead and get started. Again, this is a Stamp and Chat with Kay. I keep looking at the wrong side of the camera. I got to get my bearings here. It's been kind of a rough morning. I woke up with a headache, not sure why, because I don't think I ate anything strange yesterday. Usually my headaches are the result of eating something that I shouldn't. I'm trying to think. I had really good food yesterday, so maybe it's just, you know, it's just old age. Oh, Diana's telling me she can only watch for a few minutes. Well, I'm so glad you tuned in, even if it's just for a few minutes. And for those of you that are wondering, you can always catch the replay. I leave these up. You have until Monday to comment or share. I'll do the drawing. Am I going to do the drawing on Monday or am I doing the drawing on Tuesday? I don't know. It'll be Monday or Tuesday. I can't remember what I do now. Yep, see? The headache. I don't know what I'm doing. Good morning. Oh my goodness, it's snowing in North Carolina, according to Pam. You know what? It was snowing here just a few minutes ago, and now it isn't anymore. It's kind of one of those flurry days where we get a little bit of snow and then no snow. Okay, well, obviously I'm not making a lot of sense here, so let's go ahead and get started. First of all, thank you so much for the lovely cards that I've gotten in the mail since our last Facebook Live. I got this beautiful birthday card from my downline member, Julie Johansson, and she used the For Love of Felt kit. She substituted a different image so she could put happy birthday on it, but I'm going to hold it up really close because I think the felt is so pretty in this kit. So this is what it looks like. Hopefully you can see that. I'm waiting for the iPad to catch up so I know I have it in the right spot. It's so pretty. So I'm going to hold it up really close so you can see how pretty the felt is. It is really, really pretty, and you can just put those on with glue dots. So if you haven't checked it out, go to the back of the 2019-2020 catalog and look at the kits back there. And this is one of the project kits. So thank you so much, Julie Johansson. You are a real sweetheart. We have a birthday rack group that my downline is a part of, and so she made this card and sent it as part of our rack group. And then I got another card from a fairly new customer, and she's probably watching because she's one of my big Facebook fans, so I really appreciate her. So I got a beautiful Free as a Bird card from Yvonne Ware. So I'm going to hold this up for you to see. Isn't it beautiful, beautiful, beautiful? So thank you so much, Yvonne. You are just amazing. Such a beautiful card. And I'm actually going to be using Free as a Bird set to create an Easter card, but of course you could turn it into a friendship card or a birthday card or anything at Spring Fling that I'm doing in a month and a half or so. It's so pretty. So Yvonne, your coloring was just exquisite. I'm guessing you did a little bit of blends here and maybe some watercoloring. It's just exquisite. So thank you so much. I love it. This will go in a place of honor in my studio. All right, so I'm going to flip the camera down and we're going to get started here. I don't usually do too much on cuteness. You guys have probably noticed that I don't make a lot of cute cards. I do a lot of more elegant, easy cards. So this card took me these cards that I made took me a little bit out of my comfort zone, but I will say they turned out really darling. So maybe I'll be a cute convert yet. So just let me flip the camera down and I'll show you the bundle we're using. All right, so here we go. We can go ahead and get going now. This is the bundle we are working with today. It's called the Bonanza Buddies, and it comes with coordinating designer series paper and a whole bunch of other coordinating products. You'll find it on page 32 of the January through June mini catalog, and it's the Birthday Bonanza Suite. And as usual, Stampin' Up! Did an amazing job with lots and lots of really cute things that you could just copy. So if you have kids in your life, this is going to be a great stamp set to have because it makes such cute cards for birthdays. The card we're making today, I am actually only using the tag die. Let me show you what the dies look like. So the tag die is what I'm using, and this is great because it's stitched all the way around and it already puts your cutout in it. But there are some things you can die cut, as you'll notice, that match stamps and that match designer series paper. So I'm just going to show you a couple of these little guys that were cut out with some of the dies. See? So you can just cut out just like that with the dies some of the designer series paper images. However, it's not that hard to fussy cut. So if you don't care to actually purchase this set of dies, you can go a long ways just by fussy cutting, and that's what I'm going to show you today is the fussy cutting that I did. So let me show you what I created. I did a cute tag that you could just tie onto a gift bag, and it's just so easy and cute. Look at that. So this is one of the dies that comes with this set, with the bundle, and you just pop it out with some really pretty designer series paper, the Bonanza Buddies designer series paper, which I should show you that, or maybe I did. I don't think I showed you all the different things, but so here's the little toucan, here's the cute little koala bear, and then we have a bunch of candles and some confetti and some ice cream cones. Here's a cute little lion, and I do want you to know that you can't just cut the lion out from the designer series paper because he's meant to have his mane cut out separate. And then, of course, his little tail comes out separate too. So I would prefer to stamp that and cut it out in separate little pieces, and then you can pop it up. See, like this little die cuts out his little face and the tail, and then you can use the other die to cut out the rest of it. However, and then you would just pop that up with little dimensionals or something, so it makes it look very fun. However, it's a little more work, so it's fine if you like to do a little more work. I don't, so I'll probably stick to just die cutting the ones that are easy, or I will fussy cut, and that's what I did today. So this is a cute little tag, and what I did is I just took the tag idea and I transferred it onto a card. So the first card is just a stepped up version of the tag. Super simple, everything's pretty flat with the exception of the little lion and the balloons that I fussy cut out and put over the top. And this is just a circle punch. So I cut from a scrap of vellum a 2 1/4 inch circle punch that I layered over the top of a 2-inch Bermuda base circle punch. And if you open up the card, you've got the cute little balloon floating up. It says happy birthday on it. So simple. So these are the two more simple cards. Now I'm going to show you the card that we're going to be making today, which is a stepped up, just one step up version from that. So this particular card has the black edging around it, and again, it's got a lot of the same details as the other card, but it just has a little bit more pop, and so very simple to do. And on the inside, I just layered some extra circles for the sentiment. So let's go ahead and we'll get creating. So let's make some cards. So the first thing that we're gonna start out with is some Coastal Cabana cardstock that I've cut at 5.5 by 8.5, and then I've scored it at 4 1/4. And then we're going to take some Designer Series paper, and I have this cut at 1 by 5 1/4, and we're just going to layer that down the side of our card fronts. So I'm going to just put that on with some multi-purpose liquid glue. Actually, I think I want to use the ice cream cone side. So I'm going to put the glue on the candle side. The candle side's cute too, but I think I'm going to have the candle side be the tag side. So we'll just layer this up. And then for this one, I think I'll have the balloons as my side that shows here on the edge of the card. So I'm just going to add a little multi-purpose liquid glue, and we'll just set this in, wiggle it into place so your top, bottom, and left sides all have the same margin. And there we go, that's done. Then we're going to go ahead and we're going to put some coordinating strips on the inside panel. So I'm thinking about these. Here's our little ice cream cone. So that's pretty cute. I think I'm going to go ahead and do the ice cream cone. Or do I want the candles? Yeah, I think I want the ice cream cone. So we're just going to add a little multi-purpose liquid glue here. We're going to set this 1 by 4 strip at the bottom for the inside. And we're going to do the exact same thing with this one. And I think we'll have the balloons again. So we'll just add a little bit of glue, flip that over, and put this here at the bottom. Super cute. Okay, so now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to start layering up some of the layers that we have. So let me grab the layers and give you the dimensions for those. We have 2 basic black layers. Let me grab something that maybe that will show up a little better on. So we have 2 basic black layers here, 3 3/8 by 4 3/8, because we just want a really skinny little border. So I just have these cut 1/8 inch larger than our Bermuda Bay panels. So let me grab the Bermuda Bay panels, and I also want to say that I did run these through my embossing machine, and this is with the tufted 3D embossing folder. And so that just makes kind of a nice little party atmosphere going on that panel. So this is 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. So we're just going to go ahead and we're going to glue these down to our basic black panels. So I'm just going to add a little glue all the way around. And we're going to set this on, wiggle it into place so all 4 borders are nice and even. And again, this is just the skinniest little layer all the way around, but it really sets it off on your card base because your card base is going to be Coastal Cabana, and this little tiny black layer is really going to help this pop. So you can kind of see, look at that. Look at how much that pops. Isn't that neat? I love that. So another thing we need to do now is a little bit of stamping. So on the front of these cards, we're going to stamp, "Let's Celebrate You." So I'm going to do that with some Memento Tuxedo Black ink. And we're just going to ink up "Let's Celebrate You." And these are photopolymer stamps, so it's really easy to get those stamped just where you want them because you can see right through them. We're going to do the same thing for this card. We're just putting it way down here in the lower right-hand corner. There we go. And now we can go ahead and layer up those panels. So I'm going to start putting some dimensionals on those panels, and that gives me a little bit of time to look and see if you guys are making any comments. So we'll just go ahead and start here. Oh, I see Melanie has shared. Thank you so much. The sharing really helps because it exposes other people to the wonderful world of crafting and creating and sharing. This is such a fun hobby. I don't know where I would be in my life if I didn't have Stampin' Up! In my life. It's just been such a remarkable, well, it's been a remarkable career, but it's just been a place where I can go to really relax and enjoy the creative process. So that's kind of one of the things that I just love about it. Elaine has told me that she has shared. Thank you so much, Elaine. Fun cards from Kathy Kirchner saying fun cards. Kathy's one of my loyal purchaser. Oh dear, how do I say that? Purchasers, I can't say it, of my product shares. And as an FYI, today is my last day to get product shares because it is January 31st, and it's the last day that I'm offering product shares from the mini catalog. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take these really cute little tufted things, and we're just going to set it right here on our card front. Looks good. Going to do the same thing to this other one. And again, looks good. Very cute. All right, so now I'm going to grab some other things here that I'm working with. And I did do a lot of this in advance. So I went and ran these tags through the die cutting machine, and I used the candle paper for one of them. And then for this one, I used the balloon paper, but I'm going to use the present side. So I know this one is going to go with this card, and this one is going to go with this card. So I've got them all ready to go. So what I'm going to do for that is I'm just gluing that straight down onto the panel. But before I do that, I want to add a little bit of ribbon. So I have marked one of my paper snips with chalk because the ribbons kept coming off. So I thought, you know what? I'm done with ribbons on my scissors. I just mark it with chalk now, and it's just so easy. I can see exactly which scissors at a glance is my ribbon scissors. So this is the chalk marker from Stampin' Up! In case you're wondering. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my silicone mat, and I'm going to lay down a little bit of snail onto these ribbons. So this is a good little trick to keep your ribbons from going where you don't want them to go. Just put a little snail on them. Oh, I better move this maybe. There we go. Boy, my snail is not coming out very good. There we go. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to thread these cute little ribbons right through the little hole at the top of the stitch tag, and we'll just fold that together. So cute. Then we can take our ribbon scissors again. We're just going to trim this off at an angle, and that looks adorable. Now, it's way too big for my card, so I'm going to trim it off at an angle a little bit shorter. There we go. Oh, yes, that looks good. Now we'll do the same thing to the other card. So we'll grab this, we'll just insert that ribbon through the top of the tag. These tags are super cute, and you can make your ribbon as long or as short as you want, and then it's a nice tie-on to your packaging if you decide to just do a tag. There we go. And I think I learned from my last one, so I'm going to make sure this is quite a bit shorter. There we go. Now we're going to set these onto the front of our card, and we're just going to do it with some snail or with some multi-purpose liquid glue. So I'm just adding glue to the back, and we're going to set this at an angle just like this. Nothing to it. So cute. Then we're going to do the exact same thing to the other card. And we're going to flip that over. And again, just add it as an angle. And there we go. Now let's go ahead and I'll show you what I've all punched out to accentuate the front image. So first of all, I did fussy cut a couple of the little birds, the little toucans with the balloons. Then I punched out 2 vellum 2.5-inch circle punches. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of glue to the back of these balloons and just a little bit here back where the head is. And we're going to set this in to that vellum balloon punch out, or that vellum punch out. So we'll do the same thing. Just set that in like so. And now to make this kind of stand out, we're going to take 2 2-inch circle punch outs and we're just going to layer this behind. So to do this, because you don't want your adhesive to show through, you're only going to put your adhesive right where you had put it before, right here on the balloon and the head of the bird. And then you can just center this in so that it's the same kind of ring around it. So we're going to do the same thing here. I'm just going to put a little bit of glue here right behind so you can't see it. It doesn't show through the vellum that way. And again, just layer this in. And look at that. How cute is that? It looks so cute. I just love it. All right, now we're going to flip this over and we're going to add some dimensionals, and then we'll that'll finish out pretty much the front of our card. So I'm going to grab my dimensionals here and we'll put 1 dimensional on the base of the bird, and then we'll just add in 3 dimensionals through the circle here. So very simple, very easy. And it looks like a lot of work, but it really isn't. This really was a pretty quick card to make. So let me go ahead and get all these dimensionals off, and then I'll show you how to place it onto the front of your card. So let me grab the card front. And we're just going to set this little guy just like this. And then give it a little press. And look how nicely he shows up against the background. So this could easily be too busy, but because we used vellum over behind the balloons here, it really kind of takes a little bit of that busyness away. And it just looks great. So here's another one. Just set that little guy in there and press down. And now if you really want to go over the top, which of course I do, because, you know, like this, it's cute, but you can make it even cuter. So make up some little bows, and then we're just going to take a glue dot and add a bow to each card. Glue dots are wonderful. So we'll just add a little bow there, and we'll add a little bow to the other card. And that really puts it kind of over the top and super fun. Just add that in there. Look at that. So they're so cute. Okay, now let's do the inside panel, because the inside panel is going to be a bunch of circle punch outs. So we got the base of the inside panel done. So what we're going to do now is we are going to stamp on these yellow circles. So these are all 2 inches. Okay, so they're 2-inch circle punch outs. And we've got Terracotta Tile, Bermuda Bay, and Daffodil Delight. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab the Tuxedo Black Memento ink, and we are going to ink up Happy Birthday, and we'll stamp Happy Birthday right here onto our Daffodil Delight punch out. So cute. All right, now we'll go ahead and we'll do our inside panels. So to do the inside panels, you're just going to open up your card, and you are going to just glue these circle cutouts in. So we're going to put 1 here, so go about 1/3 of the way down. and then add glue. So you're going to do the Bermuda Bay, then you're going to add the terracotta tile, and then just add a little glue to the Daffodil Delight and set that right over the top. So it sort of is layered across the top like that. Doesn't that look good, you guys? Isn't that cute? I love that. So we're going to do the same thing to this one. Just going to add a little glue. Set that there. Do the same thing for our terracotta tile. Set that right there. Because they're 2-inch circle punch outs, they pretty much, you know, go right in there. And then add in the Daffodil Delight right here. So we have just easily made 2 super cute kid cards. So let me get them all out here so you can see what we did. Here we go. Aren't they just adorable? So let me grab the other one too. So we've got them all out here. So there they are. Thank you everybody so much for joining me today. It was really a pleasure to have you here. Be sure you like or comment on this video. If you share, be sure to let me know that you've shared, and then I will do the drawing next week. I don't know if it'll be Monday or Tuesday. I've got kind of a busy day on Monday, so it's more than likely going to be Tuesday. You guys have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.